Hey guys, I'm going to Moab for High Adventure. I should be back in about 3 days or so.
Wait, you're going to Moab?
So?
You are literally gonna die.
Shut up. Have a fun time.
Thanks, Olivia. See you guys later. 3 days later. And now you put in the tomato sauce. You do, Dio. Ah!
So I'm guessing it didn't go well?
Hi, my name is Mr. Nub, and I almost died on my first High Adventure. Okay, I'm pretty sure you didn't almost. Yes, I did. For those who don't know what High Adventure is, it's a thing where most of the adults in the neighborhood gather up most of the boys in the neighborhood, and we all go camping somewhere and do some pretty cool stuff. This was my first High Adventure because you at least have to be 13 or older to go. I'm 14, so I could have gone last year, but we all know what happened last year. Anyway, I was super excited to go because this year we were going to Moab and they have great places to go whitewater rafting, which I hear is always the highlight of the trip. So we all met up on a Monday and there were a lot of people there. Quick thing, to protect names and identities, I'm going to be giving everyone in this video fake names. So with that out of the way, I was in a car with 6 other people on the way to Moab. Andy, Haas, Aiden, Adam, Richard, and Egg. They were all really cool and we mainly just talked about Avatar the entire time. Halfway through we had to stop for dinner, so we stopped at Taco... I guess I'm gonna have to come up with a fake name for this, huh? Hey, does anyone have a good fake name for Taco Bell?
I don't know, call it Taco Bowl or something.
Alright, thanks, man.
No problem.
We stopped at Taco Bowl. You know, the place that makes your toilet explode after you eat it. When we got inside, there were 2 ways to order, at the counter or using these tablets. Me and a few other people use the tablets because we don't like human interaction. Once we were done ordering, we had to put in a name for our order, and we, being stupid teenagers, put in some pretty dumb names. Richard decided to go the extra mile and make his extra stupid. He put in a bunch of A's in his name, so when his order was ready, this happened.
Can I get an order for Richard?
That was pretty funny. After dinner, we all got back in the car and were at the campsite an hour later. We set up our tents and pretty much just chilled the rest of the day playing card games. The next day we had to wake up really early so that way we could go get reservations for a hike. It didn't really help with the fact that none of us got any sleep last night, but the adults gave us these really sugary muffins that give us our energy back.
Whoa, let's go.
We drove to the place where they were giving reservations, but the guy at the counter said that we had to plan the reservations 2 weeks in advance. So instead we drove to this place called Devil's Garden, and honestly, the hike wasn't too bad. Some of us did run out of water, but some people had extra water, so that was good. Anyway, halfway through the hike, some people started to get really slow, so me and a few other people ran ahead of them. We were waiting at the parking lot for 15 minutes, and honestly, I expected the worst and thought they were dead. But nope, they were fine. When they got back, I said, okay, you guys aren't dead. After that, we drove back to the campsite, but it was super hot outside, so we drove over to a nearby reservoir to cool off. Apparently there was like a small forest fire nearby or something, because a firefighter helicopter came by to refill its water bucket thing, I don't know. And we, being stupid teenagers, started to cheer for no reason.
Whoa, yeah.
Why are we cheering again?
Because we can.
Okay, it sounds like you had a really fun time. Why do you keep on saying you almost died?
That's because I didn't tell you what happened on day 2.
The next morning, we woke up to an actual cooked breakfast, and while we were eating, the adults told us that we were going to go rappelling. For those who don't know what rappelling is, it's basically the opposite of rock climbing, where instead of climbing up a cliff, you scale down one. So the plan was to go down 4 rappels and then be back sometime before lunch. But when we got to the rappels, the first one was really big. To give you a good idea how big it was about 50 to 60 feet deep. And since some of us didn't even know how to rappel, it took us 2.5 hours to get everyone down that first rappel. We realized that this was obviously going to take a bit, so we sent out a team to go get food and water and stuff. Anyway, eventually it was my turn. Quick thing though, I, Mr. Nub, may have a small fear of heights, and I made the mistake of looking down. So I slipped and I hit my arm on the side of the cliff and it started to bleed really bad. Honestly, I actually didn't feel it at first because my adrenaline was pumping so hard, but then once I got to the bottom, I saw it and I thought, yeah, I should probably put a bandage on this. Once everyone was down, we walked over to the next rappel, and this one was super small. The only problem was that this one was a ledge. What you're supposed to do for these types of rappels is that you're supposed to step all the way on the ledge, lean back, and then jump and then slightly lower yourself so that way you don't hit your head on the ledge and die. When I went, I ended up leaning back too much and then ended up upside down and looked like Spider-Man. Everyone thought I was cool until Aiden did the exact same thing but better. But I did it first, so ha! When we were walking to the next rappel, there were a bunch of big holes in the floor with water in them. The adults told us to be careful and watch our step. We all said okay, well, everyone except for Brenner, and he ended up tripping and falling into one of them, and we all made fun of him for it. There was also this small ledge that we had to jump down. Some people could jump it and some people couldn't. One of the people who couldn't jump it was one of the adults named JB. So what we had to do is that two of the leaders had to grab him by his feet and help him down. But the problem is that one of them slipped and he landed on his foot weird and broke his foot.
Well, we're dead. I should probably start writing what's going to be on my gravestone.
Only problem was that it started to get super hot outside, and then we all ran out of water and were about to die of dehydration. See? I told you! You know it takes a long time to die of dehydration, right? Shut up! But just when things got worse, it started to rain, and the people who we sent to go get food and water came back with food and water.
Hey guys, we brought you some stuff.
Wait, weren't you just with us a second ago?
No.
Whatever. We got JB to a hospital and he was fine. Oh yeah, also a sandstorm came through our campsite and destroyed our tents. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that we survived. Barely. I guess you could say we were all gravely relieved. Wait, GB, I'm sorry. The next day we went whitewater rafting and that was definitely the best part of the trip. All in all, I had an amazing time. Sure, we almost died, but that was honestly one of the most best summers I have ever had. And it's always fun looking back on how much fun I had, and I am always excited to go on another high adventure. I do not regret going. Sorry, I got a bit cheesy there at the end. Thank you all so much for watching, and eat more spaghetti. Hey there everyone, it's me, Mr. Nub. Sorry this video took so long to come out. I've been busy with school and stuff. We promise that we will be uploading a lot more. We have a couple ideas in mind and we are very excited to share them with you. Quick thing though, I want to give a huge shout out to Toxic Beast for helping voice his own character in the thing. He was actually there on this high adventure trip, and when I told him I was going to make a video about it, he was like, "Can I beat it?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So yeah, definitely go check out his channel. He does a lot of Brawl Stars and things like that, so if you're into that kind of stuff, then definitely go check him out. I highly recommend it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.